Hello everybody, I am Andy McDaniel and welcome back to Critical Point. When we left off, we had just resisted Rico's temptations. So now let's see what happens. Oh crap, I forgot. Hold on. 2 seconds, I gotta cut. I forgot to grab the laptop so I can check my what choices I need to make in what order and shit like that. I'm a dummy. Be right back. Alright. Got that all set up. We're back. We're ready to continue on our journey forward to ending number 1. So without further ado, I woke up to the alarm from the terminal. I stretched, then took a hot shower and shaved. I turned to the terminal to order breakfast. I called up the meal function and the basic menu was displayed. Exactly the same as yesterday. I seem to have developed a pattern already. Should I call Rico? No, I'd better not. I'd better find a different solution or today might become as crazy as yesterday was. I think everything will be alright, but I think we should both settle down a bit before seeing each other again. I ordered the morning bee set. In about 30 seconds, a sandwich, eggs sunny side up, and coffee-like items came out of the chute. I recall yesterday's Chinese food fondly. Well, there's no use complaining about it. I took a deep breath and slowly tried a bite. After breakfast, the terminal signaled an incoming call. Caller appeared on the monitor. Hi, caller. Want to show me your titties? It's not like I haven't seen them before. She couldn't be calling this early in the morning to invite me to her bed, could she? I mean, could she? Is that what you want, Carla? I'll be right over. I might get lost on the way. Might bring Monica with me. Or Rico. Whoever's handy. Threesome, let's go. Do this. I looked at Carla's visage. I looked at Carla's visage in the monitor, a bit apprehensively. Good morning, Colonel Benedict. Just like a good commander, she showed no signs of yesterday's activities, air quotes. Colonel, did you call me just to check up on my schedule? I was sure that others needed more advice on scheduling than I did. If anyone needs some advice, it would be that Monica girl. After all, she's a reporter. What about Monica? I don't... Then you're sending her back? Oh, okay, now I see how it pertains to Monica. It must have been rough. How did you convince her to leave? Carla chuckled as she said this. That's a good one. There should have been multiple medical checks and delousing before boarding the shuttle. It shouldn't be possible, but with Monica, I almost believed it. She's a dirty, dirty girl. And I wish I would have been able to have sex with her before she got shipped off. Are you asking me to have sex again? Because the answer is yes, maybe. She was a big bother, but she did prove a bit useful as well. Shall we go and see her off? Are you jealous? Carla laughed and cut the transmission. As I reached the port ready room, the shuttle finished loading and prepared for liftoff. The shuttle that transported materials and food was not necessarily empty on the way back. It had broken equipment on board for evaluation back on Earth, a variety of base data, and items that couldn't be properly disposed of on the station, like Monica. The pilot and co-pilot were already strapped into the cockpit, so I couldn't see them off face to face. As I looked through the thick plastic window of the ready room, the pilot noticed me and waved. Hi buddy. Yes, have a nice flight. Don't do anything to Monica I wouldn't do, which would be anything really. I'm a slut. I'm a total slut. Usually people were glad to leave a boring local station and return to their homes, but it didn't seem that way in this case. It seemed that the pilot and co-pilot had been enjoying themselves with the base personnel, just as I had thought. They seemed quite depressed to be leaving. They were certainly jealous of me staying behind. As I spaced out a bit, Monica came in with Elise escorting her. Her gear and belongings were stowed away. All she had was that camera she never parted with. But why was Elise here too?
Yo, 旦那も乗るのかい? こりゃ楽しみだね.
What, are you gonna film us all having sex in glorious 3D? What are you talking about?
何に決まってるじゃねえか。月から地球衛星軌道までずっと無重力だろ。他に乗客もいないこったし。どうだい? 無重力で一発なんざ。あちしし。
Still not a fan of the chortling, but I like your idea. Okay, I'm headed back too. You guys got this here, right? I mean, you don't need me anymore. We fixed the computer. Lei Wong's a bitch, and she always will be, but who cares about her? Me and Monica are gonna shuttle back to Earth and have freaky, weightless sex. Let's do this. She's as active and vulgar as ever. I loved it. I'm just here to see you off. But why are you with Lieutenant Triad?
気になるかい? え? 気になるのかい? じしし.
Stop. No more chortling. Just, did you have freaky lesbian sex with her? That's all I want to know. Did you take pictures with that camera? Have you done anything with it? You just carry it around, aiming it at things. I don't even think you know how to use it. She obviously had something to say. Why did she always have to beat around the bush in that vulgar way of hers? Had she beaten around Elise's bush? I'd like to see that in 3D. Glorious 3D.
なんでも凄腕の技術顧問さんと一緒に仕事したって言うじゃねえか。だからよ、最後の最後まで取材ってわけよ。
Interviewing. Air quotes. So that's what you kids call it these days, eh? So that was it. I glanced over at Elise.
大丈夫です。機密事項は口外してませんから。
Is your vagina Show me your boobs. Of course, I could trust Elise more than just any normal person. Monica sidled up to me and opened her mouth to take in my dick.
ああ、こんなくだらねえ理由で返されちまったら、ボスにこっぴどくどやしつけられちまうぜ。
With a glance up at the ceiling, she continued her monologue.
だな、なんとか残れるようになしつけてくんねえかな。一発、いや、二発でも三発でもやっていいからよ。
Well, I'm sold. Carla, Monica can stay. I said so. I have the authority and the methods, and I'm going to use them all on Monica. So Monica's staying. We can still do it on the side. Elise is free to join in. Rico, you're too young. You're too weird. Fuck off. Lei Wong, you're a bitch. Moretta, you're annoying. Treppo, you're okay. At times like these, I envy the long-haul shuttle crews. The space trucker life must be nice. What? What? You're just assuming because Monica offered to fuck you 3 or 4 times to get you to let her stay here that she's going to have sex with every space trucker in the solar system? Is that what you think? God, you're a dick, me. Oh well, can't be sentimental at a time like this. Someone as foul as you has no business in space. Thanks to you, we'll be delousing for weeks. Just be thankful we don't bill you for it. Of course, that was a lie, but she might catch on if I didn't keep up appearances, so I immediately pulled out my little hand mirror and adjusted my makeup and hair. At my words, Monica brought her clothes close to her nose and sniffed.
おかしいな。そりゃご清潔な体だとは言わねえけどよ。いくらなんでも飲み屋だになんてな。ニュークーロンを取材した時にでもいただいてきちまったかな。だとしたら俺だけの責任じゃねえよな、旦那。
Well then whose fault? It's not my fault. I wasn't in New Kuo Long. She really wanted to stay, but I didn't feel any remorse at having to lie to her, because I'm a sadistic piece of shit. Still, I wondered what her real feelings were. This is the last time we'll speak to each other. Why don't you take off those goggles? Eh? My curiosity was getting the better of me.
いや、俺これ外しちゃうとあれだから。
How about your top? Do you feel comfortable without your top? I'd settle for you taking off your top. Monica sputtered a protest. That only made me want to put in my 2 cents worth all the more, though. 2 cents is what I call my penis. We are soldiers here. Sometimes a farewell can be forever. Why don't you show me some manners?
そうだよな。
And take off your top.
分かったよ。これで最後になるかもしれないんだもんな。
Monica put her camera down and removed her goggles shyly. She had a pretty face that one just could not believe had been spouting vulgarity only a few minutes ago. She turned slowly to look at me as tears formed in her eyes.
すみません。ご迷惑をおかけして。でも私そんなつもりじゃなかったんです。
This is awkward. To be honest, I was a bit flustered. Men just cannot stand up to a woman's tears. They're so tough and robust. They punch like a brick wall. If brick walls punched. And if tears punched. Neither of those things punch, but if they did, it would hurt a lot. Trust me, I know.
だけど私このまま帰っちゃったらクビになっちゃうかもしれないです。
Have you considered a career in the old-time profession of prostitution? Eh? I think you'd be good at that. Especially if you kept your goggles on. This tearing thing is... Okay, you're still cute. I'd still fuck you even if you were crying. Oh no! She really looks as though she's about to cry. She was just crying. Alright, just put your goggles back on. Monica put the goggles back while still sobbing.
ちゅうわけでよ。正直やばいんだよな。
Oop. Sorry. My heart ached after seeing those tears.
おかわいそうですね。
Elise seemed to be feeling the same way. This was getting out of hand. The Colonel decided there's nothing I can do. I could try. That was the truth. I could still try. Monica boobies, come on. Sorry, Carla, you have to be the villain. And I have to play the coward. I'm good at that role.
しょうがねえか。一発やれなくて残念だったけど、旦那世話になったな。
Yes, it is too bad. Damn you, Rico, for cock-blocking me. I just couldn't take it anymore. I whipped out my dick and gave her what for. Maybe after this is all over... Hold it, I just had a thought. For the first time in my life, I've had a thought. It's magnificent. I never thought this day would arrive. She spoke differently when she had the goggles on or off. I just now thought of this, really? But what she was saying was the same. Oh, that's the thing. That's the thought I had. Okay, a little bit more profound. Fair enough, me. So, she wasn't kidding. She was serious? Just for a moment, I thought I was doing something really terrible.
じゃあな。縁があったら地球で会おうぜ、旦那。
I'm not that old. I'd like that.
そっちの可愛い少尉さんも旦那と幸せにな。
はい、ありがとうございます。
I was taken aback for a moment.
ミス・モニカ・ブラウン、大至急シャトル005便に搭乗してください。繰り返します。
おっといけない。じゃあな、旦那。
Monica waved to us as she disappeared down the corridor. When we were alone, I asked Elise about what Monica had shown her, had said to her. Not sexually, because that's way more fun. Elise, just what did you tell her?
はい、重要機密から話をそらすために少し大隅タイトの中を捜索して話しておきました。
What did you make up exactly? Did you tell her we had sex? I'd be okay with that as long as you described my cock as being quite magnificent and huge. Elise blushed furiously. Is she angry now? I can't tell. It looks like she's smiling. Quit kidding around. Instead of classified material, a love story about Elise and I might appear on a 3D drama. Glorious 3D. Since when does romance have to be the method used to turn the conversation away from classified material? I wanted to fix this problem, but it was too late. On the other side of the blast window, the shuttle had finished its prep for launch. Something moved in the cockpit as I looked on. Monica and her camera seemed to have broken in. She immediately started giving each of the pilot and co-pilot a blowjob / handjob, whatever, fill in the blanks. Oh brother, I didn't feel any pity when I saw that. I'm glad we threw her out. Get out, Monica, I hate you. But quick, while you're in the cockpit window there, flash me your boobs. Yay? Yay? No. Oh. I returned to the subject at hand. Elise, what will you do if this makes it onto the airwaves? That's not the point. Elise seemed pleased for some reason. After a while, Monica was no longer visible in the cockpit. You know that? As if to emphasize her words, flames began to come out of the engines. How convenient. I could hear the shuttle lifting off. The shuttle began to lift off slowly. However, the shuttle started to tilt to the side. One of the attitude control jets fired strongly. What the? I caught a glimpse of the crew struggling to control the ship. For now, it looked like they were managing. Except, as one side's engine shut down, the opposite side was firing more forcefully and increasing the tilt. The shuttle slammed into the side of the control tower wall. Cracks appeared in the glass. My body froze in shocked surprise. The shuttle continued to be forced against the wall by its own main engine and finally exploded. No, Monica, no! There was a white flash before my eyes. The plastic window split along the crack and blew out like a rocket flame. I should have been showered in shrapnel and sucked out into the vacuum. But Elise was next to me. With speed no human could ever rival, she yanked me backwards and sheltered me with her own body. Then she pulled me back into the corridor as the air rushed out, creating a near vacuum. I barely made it out with my skin intact. The sound of escaping air slowly faded. Elise set me down on the deck. My ears were ringing from the sudden loss of pressure, but other than that, I seemed okay. Yeah, I'm okay. How about you, Elise? You good? Had a fun day today? You had a chat with Monica? Pretty sure she's dead now. How do you feel about that? I see you crying. Is that for Monica? Was that for yourself? Or pilot, co-pilot? We didn't know the names. We frankly didn't care. Whatever. Elise's back was covered with burns from shielding me. I see. You saved my life. Thank you. Elise shook her head shyly at my thanks. From the looks of it, the shuttle in the control room bought it. What did they buy? What did they buy? Tell me what they bought! Yeah, the big-hearted pilot, the worrywart co-pilot, and the annoying Monica. Not to mention the unsuspecting control room crew. We don't even know who the hell they are. Frankly, we don't care. Elise didn't respond to my muttering. A tear came to her eye, though. I could hear Monica's parting words echoing inside my head. I guess we won't be reunited on Earth to have that big sex orgy we had talked about so many times. No threesome with Monica and Rico. No threesome with Monica and anybody. She's just a charred little crispy critter now. Not even enough left her to have sex with, even if you wanted to, even if you could stomach it. It's such a shame. I really didn't know her that well, but I was responsible for throwing her out. If only she weren't on that ship, she would still be alive. Well, no shit, Sherlock!
ボスみたい。
Elise's voice spoke uncertainly. What is it?
実はシャトルの事故は破壊工作の可能性があります。
What? How do you know that?
コックピットでのパイロットの操作と機体の動きがリンクしていませんでした。
Elise calmly reported her analysis. Her tone seemed to be reprimanding. I see. I pulled myself together. Our unknown saboteur had begun to take a direct approach, or direct action. There was no time for sorrow. The only thing we could do for the dead was to find their killer. But who could it be? Is it you, Elise? Is it me? Is it Lei Wong? Is it Mr. Scruffy? Is it Stan's mom? Kyle's dad? The four-assed monkey? Other characters from South Park? Kenny is another character from South Park. Faces flipped through my mind rapidly. The killer had to be on the base. In that case, the only ones not suspect are those who had just died. No, they're still suspect. They could have faked the death. That's it. Shuttle explosion was faked. Monica wasn't on it at all. She's the culprit. I've deduced it. Now let's go shag. Oh, I'm never saying that word again. Now let's go fuck. Yeah, that's better. That narrowed it down. Elise was also exempt from suspicion. If she were the killer, she wouldn't have rescued the one who would be the greatest hindrance to her plans. We have to find the killer as soon as possible. I'm going to need your help, Elise.
Hi.
Before that, though, we'll have to come up with a story to explain our miraculous escape.
そうですね。
I say a man in a blue police box showed up at the last moment and whisked us away for an adventure in time and space, and then he brought us back to this very instant so we wouldn't have to miss anything that's going on here, any of the freaky moon sex. No, that's just silly. She chuckled softly as she wiped away her tears. What's so funny? Alright, I'm gonna cut it here and pick it up later. So there you go, critical point for this time. Thank you for watching. I am Andy McDaniel. Until the next one, see yas.